Okay guys, I've come into the garden to get a big leaf thyme leaf and some bush basil for my fish curry. Alright, so let's just get one of these leaves here. Let's see. Let me take this one at the bottom here. Alright, so this is big leaf thyme. Now let's get some bush basil as well. Let's cut off a piece of this bush basil. Alright, so here I have my bush basil and here I have my big leaf thyme. Okay guys, we're going to be making tin mackerel with biryani and curry spices. Okay, so we're going to be using 2 tins of the tin mackerel like this. Okay, and so to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to fry up our onion and seasoning pepper. Now if you had green chilies, then you could have added that, but I don't have that, so I'm going to be using seasoning peppers. I have about 4 seasoning peppers that I've cut up. So the first thing I'm going to do, that was coconut oil that I added there. I'm going to add in my onion. So we can start frying up this onion and the peppers. See if I can get the peppers away from the other things. I'm also going to add some dried curry leaves to fry up with the onion. Alright, so I'm going to leave this to fry up a bit and then I'll be back. Okay, so at this point I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of curry powder. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of the Bombay Biryani spices. This is a very spicy seasoning mix. That's why I'm just using 1 teaspoon. I'm going to add in my two tomatoes, yes. I'm going to add in 2 tomatoes, my bush basil and my big leaf thyme. And I'm also going to add in my garlic as well. I have about 4 cloves of garlic that I chopped up here. The chili is making me feel to sneeze. I'm also going to add some salt as well. And to balance off the acidity of the tomatoes, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of jaggery powder or raw cane sugar. Alright, so we're just going to leave this now to saute for a while so that we can cook our spices. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of coconut milk so that my spices would not burn. I'm going to cook our spices in this coconut milk. Just going to leave this for maybe 1 more minute and then we're going to add in our fish. And we will add more coconut milk as well. Alright, so now that our tomatoes have been cooking here for a while and our spices, I actually have a tamarind dipping sauce that I'm going to add to this. This was a bought product. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of this tamarind dipping sauce. Okay. Alright, so at this point in time, we're going to add in our fish. So I already drained the fish. This is jack mackerel. Just kind of break it up a little bit because we don't want such big chunks for one person. Okay. Just trying to make it a little smaller. All right, let's add in the other 10. All right, there you go. So we'll leave it about that size. Let's add a little more coconut milk because we want a nice gravy. So we can eat it with some rice. I'm stirring it gently. So as not to break up the fish any further. All right, so I'm going to cover this and leave this to infuse with all the spices and everything for about 8 minutes. All right, before our time is up, I'm also going to add some pak choy that I had in my garden. So I decided, hey, why not add it to the fish curry? All right, so we're just going to cover this again and allow everything to come together. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest of the coconut milk. So guys, if you want, you could leave some of the coconut milk to dry out to lessen the amount of liquid according to how much gravy you want.